Hello, beautifuls. So I basically thought I was recording and I wasn't, but I asked the question, what is our soul craving? So there's money there's shininess, being persistent. Definitely feeling that with work, that I've got to just figure out the way that it's going to all work out, and keeping myself shiny. So that's what I'm thinking for that. And then let's pull some cards. Let's find out what is going on work-wise at the moment. What story is there at the moment with work? Okay, so we got two cards. We got the enthusiastic, optimistic, and then we've got working too hard. So, alright, I'm going to show you these cards. So, enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, impatient, news of exciting opportunities, allowing your creativity to soar, do things that fuel your passions, finish what you start. So, this speaks to me of just believing. And then the other card that we have, believe that what we put our minds to with work, as long as we're being enthusiastic and really it's coming from a place of love and we love what we do, we're being creative, as long as we're doing all of that stuff, persistence is going to pay off. But then we also have working too hard or too many hours, the need for balance in life. So in this one, I'm going to flip it around just so we can see it. She's kind of like dropped everything, and she's holding her head, and then there's like health in the basket. It's like health or, finishing the job, putting everything away. But that was reversed. So I'm definitely taking a lot of balance with hours of work. I'm going with the mentality at the moment, do less, achieve more. And I think that's such a powerful thing when you realize that as long as you do a really good job with the hours you do put in, as long as you're putting in 100%, which is something my boss is super amazing with at the moment. She's teaching me a lot. She's given me this ability to be really creative in my job role and to work my own hours. If I don't feel like working on a day, she's like, just don't work. If you do an hour a week, like as long as it's a really good hour and there's money coming in, don't stress about it. So I am absolutely loving my work at the moment, and that's definitely been something, the health, prioritizing my health is a big one. So there's lots to do there. I would say anyone who's watching this, if you drink too much coffee, if you're anxious about work, if you feel impatient that you've got some things coming, I'd say just stay positive, be persistent with your attitude that it might not all happen overnight, but the work that you have put in, if you planted really good seeds, and if you've put the effort in, you won't be banging your head. In saying that, I do need to put more than an hour, obviously, a week in, which I have been. I've had weeks where I do a lot of hours, and then I've had weeks where I do a lot less, just depending on how I feel, and I think that's made such a difference. Goddess of the Moon, so we've got 52, which adds up to 7. So 7 is all about just accomplishing and being inspired, taking inspired action. So yeah, Goddess of the Moon. I think I got this card in someone else's reading that they did for me, which it just kind of speaks to sometimes we have outside kind of forces or circumstances or positions that we're in that can distract us or take our time away from our dreams and away from feeling really nourished. So I think I love staying up at night and doing like spiritual work at nighttime. I think that's probably like my favorite time to do this kind of stuff, and journal and really tap in, read some books. So I've been getting a lot of messages that getting back into like just getting into water, going to the beach, washing all the stagnant, negative, diseased energy out of the body is such an important thing to do. So like having a salt bath if you're not around the ocean. I currently can't get to the beach today or any day this week. I don't think it's going to be in the cards for me, so I'm probably just going to have a salt bath. But that is my reading for you for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, just whatever is happening. I didn't really know what this reading was going to be about, but I feel like it's about work. So, you know, get shiny, keep positive, go for your dreams. If you feel like your work situation isn't working out for you at the moment, try and find the silver lining in it. If it's not working out for you, then maybe it's time to reassess. Maybe it's time to take some time to figure out what it is you really, really are passionate about. You know, what magical dreams do you have? Maybe they're not magical, like in the sense of actually having magic in it. Maybe you want to direct a movie like Harry Potter. I don't know. I get a Harry Potter feel with that dragon thing. But, you know, what can you create and be passionate about and keep positive about? Because in work, I think the main thing is our why. So remembering why we're doing something, you know? When we go to a job for, 9 to 5 or things like that, like have a set schedule, a lot of the time the why can become really iffy because you feel like I'm going to work to make money. But why do you need money? You know, what are your dreams? What do you want to create in this world? And I think having that why gives you your persistence. And, I think, figuring out how many hours you really want to work, because if your whole life is working and putting hours into something where you don't have time to, study your own creative path or study what you want to study, do you want to do what you're doing at the moment forever? So really just tapping into your intuition at the end of the night, look back on your day and say, did I feel fulfilled? And if the answer is no, then figure out your why, and until you can find another job, or until you have enough from the job that you're doing, just know your why is to save up enough money to do what you actually want to do.